please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
We've been discussing Shriram Transport for last 15-20 minutes. I wanted your thoughts also on the stock because when this news surfaced the first time, we had the stock go down to all the way down to almost 1,050. If it goes there again, is it a buying opportunity?
Yes, Anuj, definitely it's a buying opportunity. In fact, it's difficult to take a call whether the SVL reference to insolvency should be taken positive. But maybe, sometimes market is so confused and, scared that they may see it as a negative as well. Because if you really see the situation, that the guarantee portion, that's the only negative, and that has largely been having factored in. And if it goes to the insolvency, then probably the fate of the guarantor will also be different, because there are judicial pronouncement in that respect, whether the guarantor will really be holding the entire liability on their head or not. So I will view the SVL reference to insolvency as a positive for Shriram Transport, but for any reason, possible that the stock may behave negative, but that's the level to enter into because if you really take a call, company is in a position to post an EPS of closer to anywhere between 105 to 110, and that is seen quite positive. And in fact, the old vehicle financiers, they are the largest old truck financiers in the country, are not seen getting in any way affected. So yes, this is giving a buying opportunity if it corrects maybe by about 50, 60, 70 rupees or any knee-jerk reaction.
Okay. Mr. Tulsian, good morning. I wanted your thoughts on Federal Bank as well. There's news that the margin calls on the credit facilities availed by both the MD and the CEO have gotten hit. This was on the stock options that were allotted to him. You think there could be a big negative impact on the stock this morning, and how do investors deal with this news flow?
See, Lata, first let me take, sorry, Sonia, first let me take on this on the other side, that sometimes we see these ESOPs, really playing very negative for the health of the employees and all that. Either on a lighter side, I say that they get lot many, they eat more than what they can chew, or, they are lended, with the tax liability and all that. And in that case, obviously, these all executives, they have to borrow money to avail this, or to, allow the ESOPs to get wasted. And this is just an unfortunate event that because of the flood, these things have happened. And maybe because employees cannot just, and that to a CEO and the MD of the bank cannot maneuver by taking and it's good that they've taken this in its stride, that the margin call got triggered and their stock got sold, which they've offered as a finance, as a loan to subscribe to the wasted ESOPs, having given to them, because the tax liability also, takes a toll whenever those things happens. So in fact, I'm again not seeing this as this is just a one-off case, where, as I've said, that probably the quantum is seen to be quite high. I'm not saying that the quantum should get reduced of the top CEOs and all that. That's the policy of each employer, but that has seen just as a one-off event. And in fact, again, in case of Federal Bank, also, we will be taking this correction as a buying opportunity.
Mr. Tulsian, I wanted your thoughts on how to approach Sun Pharma. I mean, that stock has gone from 460 to 650, if you map it since the month of May. There's now incremental positive news there about this eye drug Zelpros getting the US FDA approval. For a long-term investor at 660, how does the risk-reward look?
See, Sonia, in fact, maybe in this week itself, we have said that, once the stock corrects to a level of 630, 635, that makes a very good entry point. And we have seen the stock correcting to a level of 620 on Wednesday, and, that was the very good entry point. And yes, with the launch of this hypertension drugs, that is seen positive, and I think the stock seen having corrected and have, the weak hand seen having exited. But again, the 665, 670 probably may not makes a good entry point, because it has already risen from low. It has corrected from 675 to 675, 680 to 625, 630. But I think that maybe one should wait in spite of the positive news, because what will happen now, we will be seeing the renewed buying coming back into the consumption and the private sector bank and maybe the finance stock, and the major funds will get diverted. So maybe because of this rupee weakness, which may not, rupee strengthening further now, having started strengthening from here, you may see some kind of pause. I'm not taking a negative bias on pharma stocks, but there may be some kind of pause to be seen on IT and pharma stocks going forward, and more focus on the consumption-led and the private sector bank and finance stocks going forward.